Have you ever wondered, what the heck were founders thinking of with their logos? Like, why do Porsche and Ferrari have the same horse? And why does the Kia logo look like Cayenne? And why did Koenigsegg, one of the most elite supercar brands in the world, put a ghost as its logo? Today, we're diving deep into the wild stories behind the world's most famous car logos, from secret origins to total accidents that became icons. Let's start with something that might surprise you. Did you know the Tesla Cybertruck doesn't even have a logo on it? Yeah, there's no Tesla badge or emblem. Elon Musk said the truck itself is quite the logo, and no other car looks even remotely close to the Cybertruck, so you really can't help but agree. But Tesla isn't the only one with some mystery. Let's head over to Deutschland, or as you may know it, Germany, where two of the most legendary car logos share one very unlikely thing in common. The horse on the Porsche logo is the symbol of the city of Stuttgart, where Porsche was founded. Now that makes perfect sense, right? But hold on. Ferrari also has the exact same horse on its badge. Now, how on earth did they come up with that? Well, during World War I, Italian fighter pilot Francesco Baracca painted the Stuttgart horse on his plane as a mark of respect after taking down a German enemy pilot. The horse worked its magic as Enzo ended up winning the 1923 Savior Circuit race. And just like that, a legend was born. But it took 13 years before the horse officially appeared on a Ferrari car, since Enzo was working for Alfa Romeo at the time. But that's nothing compared to the story behind this next logo. The Koenigsegg factory actually sits on an old Swedish Air Force base, which was once home to a fighter jet squadron known as the Ghosts. When Koenigsegg took over the hangars and transformed the facility to a factory for their cars, they decided to keep the spirit alive, quite literally. That's why every Koenigsegg carries that little ghost. Now, let's switch it up from ghosts and talk about some serious confusion caused by the Korean brand Kia. Kia pulled off one of the boldest logo makeovers in automotive history, driving a lot of people crazy in the process. In 2021, they unveiled a new logo during a massive rebranding event called Movement That Inspires. The logo was sleek with a modern and minimalistic design. Just one problem. Nobody, and I mean nobody, could tell it resembled Kia. The only thing people could see was Cayenne. That same year, Google searches for Cayenne car skyrocketed worldwide as people kept on misreading the stylish logo. But some brands take the opposite route. Now, why does Audi's logo look like they have a partnership with the Olympics? Back in 1932, four struggling car makers, Audi, DKW, Porsche, and Wanderer, decided to merge to survive the Great Depression. They called their new alliance Auto Union, and each ring in the new logo stood for one of those brands. Four companies, bound together like a chain. Decades later, when Volkswagen acquired Auto Union, they brought back the Audi name but thought those four rings looked pretty damn good. A logo that began as a survival badge ended up becoming one of the most iconic symbols in the car world. And here's something cool. Japan has a similar story. Subaru's logo shows 6 stars, which actually represent the 6 companies that merged to form its parent company, Fuji Heavy Industries. But it goes even deeper than that. The word Subaru itself is the Japanese name for the Pleiades star cluster. Cars were connected by stars, legacy, and survival. And here's one that'll mess with your brain. I'm sure you've seen the 3 ovals that kind of form a T on the Toyota logo, right? If you look closer, every single letter in Toyota can actually be drawn inside that logo. Yeah. And there's another rumor. People say it's meant to look like a thread going through a needle as a throwback to their origins as a loom company. Now that's never been confirmed, but it's a neat bit of full-circle storytelling. Asian car brands get very creative with their logos. Did you know that Hyundai's logo isn't just a tilted H? It's actually two people shaking hands, resembling a dealer and their happy customer. Pretty wholesome, right? Then there's Mercedes, with its sleek three-pointed star, which symbolizes domination over land, sea, and air. Classic Germany, not just building cars, but planning world domination again, until America shows up. Now, the Ford logo isn't really a mystery, but did you know that the little handwriting that turned into one of the most recognizable symbols on Earth is actually Henry Ford's real signature? Over in Italy, Alfa Romeo's logo looks like a cross on one side and a serpent on the other. But if you look closer, you'll see the snake eating a man. Yes, you heard that right. Alfa Romeo says it symbolizes rebirth. Sure, buddy. But hey, creepy or not, it's been their logo for over a century, straight out of Milan's medieval coat of arms. From snakes to diamonds, let's take a look at the Renault logo. Back in the day, Renault actually hinted in their ads that this shape wasn't just a diamond. It was inspired by the feminine form. The brand literally played into sensual symbolism, suggesting their cars embodied elegance, beauty, and allure. Think about that the next time you see a Renault badge in the sunlight. Then there's Mazda, which went for something way more traditional. Their famous M logo with stretched wings stands for flight, creativity, and ambition. And speaking of animal spirit energy, Lamborghini didn't need to look far. Founder Ferruccio Lamborghini was a Taurus, and that man was obsessed with bullfighting. That's why his logo shows a raging bull, head down, ready to charge. Mitsubishi chose a simpler route. Their name literally explains the whole logo. Mitsu means three, and Bishi means diamond. So yeah, 3 diamonds since the 1800s. But if you want a logo with some real drama, nothing tops Rolls-Royce. That silver angel gliding above the hood isn't just a random figure. She's modeled after Eleanor Thornton, the secret lover of a British nobleman. Because back then, class and scandal often rode in the same car. Not exactly a surprise, the logo is called the Spirit of Ecstasy. Well, I mean, it's a Jaguar. Chevrolet's bowtie logo came from a wallpaper. Creative as heck, right? Founder William Durant saw the pattern in a hotel in Paris and was like, "Damn, that's nice," and turned it into the company's logo. And then there's Peugeot, one of the oldest car makers on Earth. Their lion logo dates back to when they didn't even make cars. The lion's claws were used back when they made saw blades to represent how sharply their steel could cut, and they never changed it. But let's wrap it up with 2 logos that everyone gets wrong: BMW and Volvo. Most people think BMW's blue and white badge shows a spinning airplane propeller. Now, yeah, they did start off making engines for planes, but it's actually based on the Bavarian flag. The whole propeller thing came from a 1920s ad campaign that just stuck. And Volvo's circle with an arrow is often mistaken for the male gender symbol. In reality, those Swedish fellas saw the ancient sign for iron, representing strength, safety, and durability, and thought, that's a banger of a logo. Everyone has a story, you just have to look closely enough. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more.